Hey, welcome to another episode of the T Mania Show. I'm the T. Okay, so today's video is going to be on Man of Steel. The movie came out in 2013. So what's going on here is, which everybody knows, is that we are getting the Zack Snyder's Justice League movie. It comes out next Thursday. Today is Wednesday. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to go through the DCEU movies, give like a little review. So every day I'll do a little video on each movie leading up to Zack Snyder's version of Justice League. Well, I guess the real version of Justice League. I made those tickets before. I'm not really a big fan of Zack Snyder's DC work, but I'm willing to put how I felt before in the past. Now, I rewatched Man of Steel today. I've seen it a few times. So I'm just gonna go on a little history here. I am a huge comic book fan. Huge. It's my first love. Comic books, wrestling. So anyway, I grew up on comic books. I grew up on DC Comics, and I believe the first superhero that I came across was Superman. So Superman was one of my all-time favorite. I've seen almost every version of Superman there can be. I read almost every version of Superman there can be, from animated movie to live action movies to TV shows, even video games. So when I heard that we was getting a new Superman movie, I was excited. And I heard Zack Snyder was doing it. I was like, okay, his work is okay. At the point, I felt his work was okay. You know what I mean? But he did The Watchmen and 300. He also did Dawn of the Dead. So I'm like, all right, so this should be fine. So, they hired Henry Cavill, and I thought he looked great. I thought he looked like Superman. Those promotional videos, he looked awesome. He looked strong and everything. I'm like, oh, I am really looking forward to this. I can't wait. So when I saw the movie, I gotta say that it didn't feel like a Superman movie. It didn't. It felt like I was watching a live action version of Gears of War. It looked just like it. There's no heart in it. There's like, I don't know, like his version of heart compared to what I've seen heart in other films is completely different. He feels alien. And I understand this is a new modern take on Superman. But I don't feel like I was watching a Superman movie. I feel like I was watching some alien that came to Earth, you know? There's a lot of stuff inside there that doesn't feel like it was Superman. Like the whole him be getting his secret identity towards the end of the movie. Almost the whole town knows that he's Superman. The way Jonathan Kent was, it was just so much about it that just didn't feel right, I did like the effects. I did like the music. I love the Zack Snyder can make a beautiful film. He can make a real good looking film. I don't know if he can make a film with substance though, and I felt like that's what was lacking from this. I felt that it's lacking a lot of substance. Now, the last time we had Superman on film was in the movies was the Brandon. I think his name is Brandon Reeves. The Brandon Reeves Superman. The Superman Returns, and that felt like Superman, but at the same time, it was completely boring. I didn't like the fact that he had a son, but it still felt like Superman. Yeah, it felt like the Christopher Reeve Superman movies. And I don't see why that's a bad thing. I really don't. But again, Man of Steel is for a modern time, a modern take, a different version of Superman. And it just didn't feel like Superman. It just didn't. And just judging it as a movie itself, not judging it as a Superman movie, but judging it as a movie itself, it's okay. It's okay. You know, there's a lot of cool stuff inside there, and the cool actually outweighs the bad. Well, the good outweighs the bad in it. It's just that once you get past the cool stuff, you just got like a really dry sci-fi film, and I didn't want that for the Superman movie. You know, and I'm gonna talk about Henry Cavill, his performance. He he is charming to an extent, okay, and I don't want to compare him to Christopher Reeves, but I do want to compare him to other Supermans, like comic books and movies. I mean, sorry, comic books and animated movies. And I don't know, dude is just like he's just there, you know. He was just there. His charisma is okay, but his charisma as Superman is just like there's Lois, and I think Amy is great. Amy is great in this role. She's actually one of the shining lights inside this film. I think she's awesome. Um, but how they got together, it just didn't feel. It didn't feel natural. You know, like they have chemistry, but it's not off the chart. Like Lois and Clark should have, or Superman and Lois should have chemistry off the chart. There's General Zod, and his plan is just so idiotic to me. Like, why would you want to turn Earth into Krypton and rule it when you can rule it as a super being? It didn't make no sense to me. You know, and once you get past like the fighting, like I said before, once you get past the fighting and the action, you just got a regular sci-fi film. Um, Talking about the ending real quick. Everyone's seen by now. The movie's out there. It's old. The breaking of the neck. At the time, I didn't like it. I didn't like it for years, but I get it. I even get that scream that Superman did at the end. I can't believe I did that scream because it was his last resort, and I understand it now because that's what he had to do. Could there have been other ways that he could have took care of him? Maybe, but at the time, he had to do what he had to do. So I am, I'm over the next now. You know. So I give Man of Steel 3 out of 5 stars. It's a good film. It's not a great film. It's not what I expected as Superman, but it's a good film. Anyway, that was my review for Man of Steel. That's my first one of the DCEU, leading up to Zack Snyder's version of Justice League, Zack Snyder's Justice League, next Thursday. So, if you like this, leave a message, or leave a message. I'm a little tired. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, and share.